Early 2000s car culture was a complete vibe. You had Tuner Magazine, you had Nope Nationals, you had BET and the wildest songs that you could possibly think of. 369, girl, I wanna see you shake it one more time, get low. That type shit. It's also a time where the car culture was easy to gatekeep because let's face it, social media wasn't exactly a thing. And when it was only forums that people would go on and ask each other questions. Now, the only thing you had in the early 2000s were car meets, and that was pretty much it. You know, you didn't have Instagram. You didn't have a group of guys that'll go to a car lot or a car meet and just start doing donuts and eventually get everybody kicked off of the lot by the owner who, you've worked so hard to get cool with. No, none of that was happening. This was a time where if you couldn't afford a Honda Civic, this was your Honda Civic. You could find these from about $800 to about $1,000, running in good condition with low mileage. And under your mattress was a Girls Gone Wild DVD. Nas energy drink bottles were shaped like real nitrous bottles. Hell no, T-Pain had everybody in a chokehold around this time. At every car meet, you can expect some T-Pain, some Ludacris, some goddamn 50 Cent. And we was all in love with the show Pimp My Ride. Why? Because, well, the build was absolutely crazy. Not sick, but crazy. There's a difference. Come to find out, this show was absolutely fraudulent. Some people reported getting their cars back after this show almost a year later. Like how some of these crooked-ass shops do y'all now. Yeah. All they was doing was cosmetic mods. They weren't exactly fixing anything. They didn't have any mechanical know-how. All they did was pinstripe cars, paint cars, put body kits on them and everything. Oh, bro, y'all was spending a good guap on these damn Honda Civics just to rice the fuck out of them. We talking about chrome painted valve covers and no turbos or nothing. Just chrome painted valve covers, some 20-inch wheels all the way around, probably 22s, a big brake kit and everything, pinstriping. I'm talking about this was a time to be alive. Nobody cared what the other person thought. They just did shit. But now the car culture all dull and boring because everybody's listening to somebody else's opinion. Build something because you want to build it. A motherfucker that don't live with you shouldn't determine what it is you do with your car. Every time you go to a car meet now, you bring let's say you bring a C4 Corvette up there and you K24 swapped it, big turbo K24 from a Honda. Man, I wouldn't have did that. I would have did this. Your wife would have went with a bigger dick, but she stuck with you. Car meets, car clubs, everything was colorful and lively. But if you go to a car meet now, everybody got the same type of build. Pro-charged C6 Corvettes. Nardo gray. Audi RS3s, Nardo gray, Whipple Coyote Mustangs, just the same shit. Big cam, ZL1s, Camaro SS 5th gens and 6th gens, Chevy SS's, yeah, same shit. The biggest difference with car meets now, well, basically the women. If you went to a car meet in the early 2000s, you potentially found your wife. Some of y'all are with a woman that you met in the early 2000s. Your pull-out game was weaker than the rods in the 2JZGE, but that's none of my business. You go to car meets now, everybody mean-mugging each other. Everybody waiting to shoot some op that's there. Everybody, 9 times out of 10 got stolen SRTs. Yeah. You'll have a car lot full of women. You'll have a car club or a fucking car meet full of women. You'll ignore that, right? You go straight to beefing with somebody. It's always some dude at an Infinity waiting to play bumper cars with you. Hidden runs and shit like that. People getting knocked out their shoes doing donuts.